Is Destiny dying? A question I get asked every day, and I have to answer it honestly and say, yeah. Now, is it something they can salvage? Definitely. Is it just a permanent thing? No. They haven't had answers for Fallout and a handful of other games, and honestly, we haven't had any base content since the game came out, and it's a very disappointing fact, and the worst part is Bungie has recently just gone radio silent. No communication whatsoever. And this is really weird, seeing as how in year one, they did a pretty good job at being vocal, telling us their plans, what's coming out, what's happening, and I don't know how you can go backwards. How can you give somebody something and take it back, Bungie? That's like finally going all the way with your girlfriend, and then all of a sudden she's kind of like, you know what, I think we're just going to go back to handies. No! You don't do that! You don't. So, at the end of the day, your community's pissed at you. I remember so well the moment when Iron Banner ended, and the entire community just erupted in rage, attacking Bungie publicly, and community members, some of their even employees I saw on Twitter going after them, completely upset with the lag and issues, streamers, YouTubers. They were crucified, man. Why did Shaxx not come in and call the mercy rule? Your own community is devouring you. And what do you have to say for yourself? We'll give you an update about the game on the 21st, about an update that's coming in February. This is like 3 times in a row now that they've decided to give us an update about an update that's coming. That's what we like to call, in the game, kids, damage control. We really still have no answers. They've just decided to go radio silent. They don't even want to talk anymore. What happened? And the only reason I can think for them to just stop what they were doing and to not tell us anything is because, well, the community's not going to like the answer. And I have a theory for this. Number one, I think it all boils down to money. I truly believe, and this is my theory, that Destiny 2, which comes out at the end of this year, is going to be the Crucible experience we've all been asking for. I feel like there's going to be private servers, dedicated servers, private matches, everything you're looking for, and everything we've been wanting for a while is going to happen in Destiny 2. I think Red Bull's going to step in. There's a reason they're partnered. I mean, just put 2 and 2 together right there. Red Bull is in esports. There's no reason why they just randomly just said, hey, let's just be friends. No, there's some plans that the community is not aware about yet, and they're just going to come to light soon. And I feel like it's going to happen when the private matches and the comp scene hits the thing, and I feel like that's Destiny 2. So I feel like all the things that have been upsetting us for the last almost year and a half are going to be resolved. The catch is, it's not going to happen until the end of the year, and, well, even though it should be the responsible and proper thing, and you owe your community this kind of transparency and truth, I think it's going to happen at the end of the year, and the reason they're not telling us is because the moment they tell us that, hey, we're going to have all these problems fixed for you, but you got to wait 9 months, that's going to piss a lot of people off. A lot of people are going to quit the game, or at least take a break until year 2 comes around, and maybe they come back, maybe they don't trust them anymore. At the end of the day, I think it comes down to money, because the moment that they admit that, hey, we're going to have all the things fixed for you, but it's not going to happen until, you know, this long-ass period of time, then people are going to stop playing. Those people stop playing, they're not going to be making any money through Eververse. Oh, yeah, I said the E word. So the Eververse company, which sounded like a brilliant idea when it launched and everybody was hyped about, understand they've made millions of our dollars on hard-earned silver. And they told us when it started that this was going to support free events and content for the game. What they didn't tell us is it was actually not going to support any game content, or at least it hasn't so far, and it's been out for a few months now. We fully expected this funding to go towards the base game content. We thought we were going to get strikes and exotics and maps and raids, and I do think there's going to be a raid coming out in February or March, and that is, again, something to hold people over while we're dealing with these flaws, but that, again, that is exactly what it is. It's a holdover. We're going to love the hell out of the raid. We're going to forget out all the problems and shit they've put us through for a month, and then it's all going to resurface again, and then we're just that much closer. They're going to slowly pull us along, giving us bit-by-bit content to keep us content until they can confidently be like, oh, hey, this is the truth, this is how it is, and at that point, a month or 2 away from Destiny 2 launching, and, you know, we'll be like, fuck it, we'll tough it out. So they're just trying to pull us along until they actually have real solutions, putting little bit by little bit of content in there, trying to keep us satisfied and smooth over the real flaws and, you know, drama they've left behind. Let's take a moment to rewind real quick. Eververse. So when it was launched, cool idea. Cosmetics, you can spend money, it's optional if you want. Cool beans, they made millions of dollars. Then the next month comes along. They give you a high five, and the chance for you to refer a friend. You know, make them more money. Wink, wink. Thank you, guys. The month after that, we get a racing mod inside of a shooter. Again, 3 months gone by, Eververse has been here, and we have not had any base game content. And this is what your community's so pissed off about. You're not telling us your plans. You're not telling us what's coming. You keep giving us updates about updates, which are purely designed to keep us satisfied and hopeful and prey on our hopes that the game's going to be great. And like I said before, this is why it's my theory. I truly believe that these things are going to be fixed. I feel like they're pumping all their resources, time, and manpower into Destiny 2 right now so that it's a flawless release. And that means the current state as it is neglected. They're worrying about the future. They're making money. They're earning from Eververse. That's why they're keeping quiet, is so that they keep us and drag us along for 9 months. So they're still making money through Eververse transactions until they can finally honestly admit the problems. So here we are. They're not accepting responsibility. They're not telling us plans. We have no real content added, and your community's frustrated with you. It's to be expected. Really? To be fair, lots of people have gone on and moved on to other things. Lots of people don't plan on coming back. 6v6 in Crucible is just a crazy experience. PvE's been beaten to death. There's nothing else to do. And you're just grinding for no real reason right now. There's no bite to it. And the truth is, they're not being responsible. They're moving on to future things, trying to make more money without fixing their previous problems. And wherever in life is that acceptable? Like, what if I applied that to my real life? Hey, babe, can you change the baby's diaper? No, we're gonna have another one in 9 months, so I'll change it after that. Oh, okay. Remind me to never let Bungie babysit my kids. So, that's just my point. Like, they're really using us, they're making all this extra money, not giving us any plan, there's nothing laid out for us, and that's what's killing it. They are themselves killing their own company, their own game, and they're driving people away, many of which are not gonna come back because the trust has already been blown, and it's a scary thought. So what do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. I'm honestly curious to see what your feedback is. Do you think my theory's proper? Does it make sense? Did you think about it? Let me know, guys. Have a good one.